Alright everybody, and welcome to Path of Exile. That's right, we're going to be picking up a new game here on the channel. Now, this one just came out, and I absolutely have been enjoying every minute of it. Hopefully, you'll come with me on the journey. We're just going to be going through the campaign. Not any real guides or anything, but I'm sure it's going to be a great adventure. So let's get started.
Sorceress! You were banished by your Akara for experimenting with the elements. Arrogance has led you here, and arrogance keeps you on those gallows. Speak your piece. Foundling! It is a pity to see you like this. You arrived on our shores a whipped and broken child. Our people made you strong. How were they repaid? Sedition and lies. Speak now if you choose. Ranger! An outcast, lurking among the shadows of the trees like an animal. You murdered one of my soldiers in the name of a filthy thief. Your guilt is clear. Plead for mercy, if you must. Pagan! You failed to liberate your brothers, just as you have failed in poisoning my subjects against me. Call out to your dreamer. Let us see if he answers. Hired hand. Wanted in Oriath, you fled like a coward. Every life has a price, and your crossbow has kept your coin purse full. Here you are judged and found guilty. What say you? Foul witch! Your very own coven cast you out for your forbidden pursuits. Your twisted necromancy ends here, at the end of a noose. Speak your last. What? The witch is escaping!
Run away!
Kill her!
And this is how it always begins.
I will not join the dead today.
Why not? Wash up on shore. Hey! Yeah, buddy. You've seen better days, huh? Not so fortunate.
By the first ones! You're alive!
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm glad to see another living soul. The miller went off to warn Clearfell about a strange sickness plaguing our men. I was fixing to go after him, till that bloody thing got to me first. Now, all those who drowned in the flooding, suddenly they ain't so dead no more. I would appreciate it if you could...
No! Random person I've never met before.
Find the miller.
The dead rise again. Oh, I'm going to like it here.
She's sadistic, man. Like... Zap, 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 zap. Ooh, energy shield boots. Skeletons, go. Another large chest.
This
Unearthed.
oozes darkness. I welcome it. I just found my path to power. My first taste of true power.
Level up. We'll start with minion damage things. We'll grab energy shields and stuff like that later. Checkpoint.
The sisters!
The miller I presume. Rise!
Come on, buddy, relax. It's just gonna be fine. There we go.
Impressive size, but little acuity. Dismal.
Go ahead and bring back all the corpses. His skeleton, scorpion thingamabobbers for friends.
Renly's the name. You're skilled with the violence, if what you did out there in the riverbanks is any sign. Another refugee from the Count's justice, I take it. Well, have no fear. This place is something of a hideaway for many of us now, and we could sorely use your skills in these dark times. I'll smith for you what I can, if you're willing to bend your violence toward our defense. There's a beast of particular dark power stalking us out in the Felling. It moves unseen under the dirt and attacks without warning. We can't leave the walls to find food, and I've been unable to corner and slay the beast myself. Now, if you could channel your violence against this devourer, as Finn calls it, we'd be indebted to you. It's a shame what happened to old Brannock. He was a kind man in life, but I can't say I'll miss the creature he became. Oh, he tried to batter his way in for 5 full days once he rose again. Well, we thought we were done for, but then you came along, and I'm glad you did. This part of Farrell has been a fair home for many an Esomite generation. The clans didn't always get along, but we had to settle our feuds when the Eternals laid their savage boot upon us. We weren't able to take part in the Bloody Flowers Rebellion, but we had our share of conflict with them here. Their ruins run over the top of ours, fighting a silent war in stone. Well, this place was never meant to house this many people, especially not the sick and injured, but there's nowhere else to go. The monsters creeping out of the forest keep us locked within these wooden walls, and the Count's tyranny has made outlaws of everyone here, so nobody's coming to save us. I don't have the heart to tell the others I don't see a way to survive this. I put on a brave face, but it's the truth. Till next time.
A kind leader. Hopefully he survives.
She's so messed up, man.
Welcome to the Camp of the Lost, stranger. We survive, but we do not live. I am Una. All this began the night Count Gino took his most loyal men into the Grellwood. After he returned, a madness grew in him. Something happened out there. Please, I beg of you, travel into the forest and begin your search. There must be some clue as to what took place. I fear this land's sickness will only deepen unless we do something. He doubts himself, but I know he will find a way to protect us. He is a good man, and I am thankful for his presence. In many ways, he reminds me of my father. Renly brings the strength, Finn brings the wit, and I'm doing my best to keep spirits raised with my songs. Hope is the only thing we have now, but it's in short supply.
Very soft
Cute
spoken, that
girl.
one.
Surprised she lived.
Welcome, violent stranger. I am Finn, and I shall be your humble provider of useful and diverse objects. That are most definitely not scrounged or stolen. If I don't got it, I can get it. You just let me know. Oh, Renly's all right. Only man in the village that didn't run me out of town whenever he saw me. Well, maybe it's because he didn't have a daughter to protect. This is a wooden tomb, if you care to see it objectively. We're not quite dead yet, but food supply is dwindling, and I've seen what hunger can make a man do. The monsters out there are not the ones that will get us in the end. Why then?
He's a devious one. I like him.
Now, I do have some items from... Requires level 6, so we can't get that one just yet. This one, it looks like we can wear right away. It's going to give us some extra spirit, which we need to summon our stuff. Elemental resists. We don't get any extra mana from our intelligence, which is rough. But we will still get the damage bonuses, which is better than nothing. Got a good amount of energy shield. Of course, it has a little bit of extra armor, so why not? Got a couple rings we can wear. Oh, this one has mana on it. So does this one. No, max life. We'll get rid of that one. So, as I get leveled up, we'll put these on. Of course, you can see they're pretty low level still. We're not past the first chapter yet, so not quite sure what's going to happen down the line. Either way, looking forward to them at re-adding these things into the game. They did say they would. It looks like some things do carry over, like your money and your stash tabs and things like that, so that's good. You know, most games don't even do that. I will take it.
Can't do that here.
Alright, time to begin our journey. If we look on the map, this area has a boss and a loot area, so we're gonna go try to find those before we leave. Oh, we found a loot area already. Perfect. Uncut gem. Perfect.
I have received reports of a number of villagers hiding at the Clearfell logging site. Travel there and convey my order to return. Anyone refusing my authority should be considered a traitor and a criminal. Deal with them as you see fit, but bring their bodies back to the manor.
Ah, we've made it to the first side boss. Perfect. can't let her bring back those corpses of the wolves. When we see them spawn, we have to try to get rid of them. It's okay. We got most of them. There we go. We got his shield. We got the augmentation item. I love the way that they're doing these. Bam. Got some passive cold resist. Our inventory is full. We get free teleporters now. We don't have to carry around 1,000,000 teleporter scrolls, which is great. We have a new gem. We get the warriors. I don't know. Let's do this one.
Bad enough I have all these folks to protect. I've been worried sick about my son ever since the Count's men arrested him. I was hoping you might have seen him when you were in their custody. He's a big lad, but you can't miss him because, well, he's not from around here. I found him washed up on the riverbanks when he was just a child, a Karoi foundling, perhaps lost by some raiding party. Nobody ever came for him, though. Every day here in Clearfell, I keep my eyes on the river, hoping he'll miraculously wash up on its lonely sands just one more time.
Ah. Yeah, it's a bad news, buddy.
I survive, but all that I was is gone. Count Gianor has only been growing more and more cruel with his justice. He arrested my father for bringing in the harvest one day late, and the rest of my family scattered and fled as the soldiers came for them. I was away when it happened, but my neighbors warned me on my way home, and I fled. Clearfell is as far as I could go before the dangers of the forest closed in. There is scant hope in my heart for my father, but I must believe my mother and my 2 younger brothers escaped, even though my heart tells me that they are just songs now. I keep longing for a ray of light to cut through the darkness of these bleak days.
Alright, we have everything cleared here. We need to get into the next area. Try to find the teleporter waypoint. Oh,
the grillwood has turned foul. I think I prefer it this way.
There's a mud burrow that we need to find first. Here we go.
A descent into darkness. I wouldn't have it any other way. I can create better.
Perfect. I love that these checkpoints give you your health back. Ow. Hey, leveling up real good.
Right.
boss time?
What a
Yeah, it
pretty
is.
worm. The tail. Rise.
Ah, tail. Not bad, not
The
bad.
raven always outsmarts the worm.
Excellent. Back home we go.
Ah, finally! Took down the Devourer, did you? Oh, that's incredible! This is the first real success we've had against the darkness. We can breathe a bit easier now, perhaps even go out and gather food. Now, this won't cover our debt to you, not nearly, but take it as thanks. That place used to be a kind and warm wood. I even played there when I was young. It's a dark well now, with no way out for most. I'd go with you, but I got people to protect here.
Yes. The first ones ran wild through the Grellwood of old, hunting and brawling as they saw fit. It is said that the spirits of the forest would watch them and be entertained. Over time, the forest became abundant with the joys of those spirits and their old magics. It was a haven for the unity of life and spirit. That place of beauty has now become shadowed and deadly. The curse upon this land has made the known paths of the Grellwood twisted and treacherous, so much so that we can no longer even reach our home. The Devourer is just another victim of the sickness infecting our precious land. Many of Ogham's beasts are fearsome and dangerous, but not like this. The infection in the soil, water, and air is changing them. All of them. It is sad to see such a great creature slain, but it was no longer what it once was. I suppose it had to be done. Goodbye.
Hey, you killed the Devourer in its own lair. That's mighty brave of you, hero. Now at least we won't starve to death. One less way to die, I guess.
Let's upgrade our unearth ability. And then let's go ahead and do a duration one for our unearth as well. That way our scorpions last longer. So let's see. We've got a tree. We've got a witch. We got a witch's hut. And a bramble ghast. Alright, we got a few things to do here. There's the Grim Tangle. Not ready for that quite yet.
My knowledge grows deeper.
Very nice. Here we go. Witch's Place.
A sister in the Grellwood? Curious? Is my power. You tarried too long, dear sister.
That's right. Get wrecked, sister. Alright, now we've got better healing items and an almost full inventory, so we should head back.
Well, well. Who is this that adorns the Tree of Souls?
By decree of the Count of Ogham, those condemned to hang from these branches are to be left until their hearts no longer beat, their lungs no longer fill with air, and their flesh is no longer warm. In death, you are not forgiven. Your souls will remain trapped here by this ancient moor of maligned wood, and the grove will be forever denied you. Rot here in the Grellwood for all time, and good riddance.
Wow. Not a nice fellow, this
What happened here?
Count.
This shade, is it still alive? Perhaps it can give us the answers we seek. Only the Count's sword has the power to bind souls to the tree like this. We must free it somehow. To release that being from the Tree of Souls, we'll need more than simply cutting his robe. The ancient runes that imbue the Count's blade created the binding, and only ancient runes can break it. There is a battlefield not far from here that runs red with rust, where the weapons and armor of countless Ezamites still remain. We call it the Red Veil. You should search the area. There may still be power in some of those centuries-old relics. Renly will know how to forge them, bring the runes to him, and then, perhaps, we shall find some answers. I'll wait here. The old magics will protect me.
Sounds fake, but I'll allow it. Let's go to the veil. Oh. Keep wanting to press M for map. Instead, I think it takes us to a marketplace. That's not going to help me. The veil is up that way. Let's go.
Bones and rust. Death in abundance.
So many kissy-faced grasshoppers, man. I just don't get it. I'm glad the game pauses while we do this, because I want that extra intelligence.
No.
No? What do you mean, no?
Why look, it's our local hero. As an esteemed member of no clan at all, I had the distinct honor of wandering through the lovely sights of all 4 seasons. Summer heat, winter chill, take your pick. For company, it was my pleasure to sup with the outlaws, the deranged, and the unwanted. It's simply unthinkable that I never met a nice girl to settle down with, isn't it? It won't be like this forever. I'm gonna build my palace someday. Been planning it since I was small and found myself on my own. Imagine with me, if you will, a vast span of wood above you in the trees. That's the foundation you're looking at. You'll ascend a tremendous spiral staircase around an ancient trunk and find yourself approaching a treehouse worthy of the first ones. Dozens of lavish bedrooms, two stocked kitchens, tall spires, a tower that looks out over all of Ogham, and half a Farrell for good measure. Isn't it glorious? That's where I really live. This cold, damp, hungry world is just an illusion.
The great sword Agnar is currently in Count Geonor's possession. But the mighty rune blade was not always his to wield. It is an ancient weapon of the old magics, inspired by the great wolf himself. Legend says it was forged and runed for the original clan leader so he might lead his people to a new, safer land. This brought them to Farrell, where they founded Ogham.
When did
Ever
Geralt
since,
join the story?
Agnar was passed down to the leader of the strongest clan. When the position of Count was established in Ogham, the sword was bound to the role. But now, Geonor sullies his remarkable history with his misdeeds. I hope I will live to see the day when someone worthy takes up the sword once more. He wears an eloquent mask of words. I doubt anyone here has seen what lies beneath. For many summers, I watched him cut smooth circles around the village square, moving from partner to partner, as if he was attending one of those famed eternal masquerades. Always masked, always pretending to be something he wasn't, never serious. It's a shame, because when a masquerade ends, everybody that is real goes home, but he'll still be dancing, masked and alone.
That's kind of sad.
Stay safe.
Now that I am 6, increased energy shield, increased mana regeneration, increased light radius, increased spell damage per 10 spirit. Bam. Bam. And we can sell this thing. Oh, and a belt. That gives us a little bit of mana and stun threshold. And I guess more life with a flask.
Perhaps this is what we need. Impudent undead.
That was fast.
Voice. He sounds like fun.
Here we go. Yeah, no. We're gonna do... I want to work my way over here to get the energy shield and the stuff. So let's grab the mana regen on our way over. Ow. Don't want to get hit by that. Oof.
Very loud and very dull. No.
I can't pick up anything else. What did I just pick up? Oh, I didn't think they could have extra stats. Recover 6 life when cast. Oh, it's got more charges. Sure, we'll switch to that. And then we got a tier 3 gem. Let's go ahead and grab a new type of skeleton. Take away 1 archer and put in 2 of those, I guess.
Yes.
Spirits in the trees be damned. You actually entered the Red Veil and survived. Every Ogum kid knows, if you step 1 foot in there, you'll be skewered and eaten. Well, those kids that are lucky enough to have a mother, that is. How, rusted is the gear? Any of it salvageable? Worth anything? Just, thinking out loud.
Here are your spikes, but be cautious. They stayed warm after forging, no matter how many times I quenched them. I would ask what you need these for, but I'm putting my trust in you. What would you like?
The tree must bend to my will now.
You have them. Stab them into the runewood sights. Bye. So this is the source of my shadowed dreams. Not the tree, but the shade upon it. As strange as it sounds, I believe we should help this creature. For the Count to bind it to the tree, it must be involved in all of this somehow. There is something very wrong in Ogum, and it may know something of it. Don't worry, the tree itself will not be harmed. What are you waiting for? My mother's mother told me tales of this tree. Our ancestors used it to attract fey spirits, until it was given a darker purpose under the Eternals. They would leave Ezamites strung up on the tree, alive, to starve, to be pecked at by birds. The Red Veil played host to the final and bloodiest battle of countless conflicts. It was in the heart of that veil that we fought for our freedom against the Eternals. We did win, in a sense, but the cost was far greater than anyone expected. Many generations of able-bodied men and women gave their lives to push off the boot of oppression. Ogum's clans haven't been the same since, even centuries on. Now the others.
Do as I command. Release this shade to my service.
And number 3. Oh. I guess we're fighting.
He's unconscious, but he's breathing. Though, this wound... We should take him back to Clearfell. He may be the only one who knows what truly happened out here.
Okay. Back to base.
The wound. It should be fatal, but somehow he clings to life. I fear it will not be long until his song ends. He will never heal while the Count's binding still holds sway. Only by a Count's hand can this binding be released. I know an old tale. One that speaks of a ring we might be able to recover, buried 3 centuries ago in our ancient graveyard. A Count's signet ring, bearing his rune of authority. But how to reach it in time? Grim Tangle. The overgrown sinkholes and gullies that run beneath Ogham can lead you there. The path is dangerous, but go back to the Grellwood. Find the entrance. We shall see if the spirits of this land still have the will to see you through. The graves of our people lie beneath the Eternal's tombs. Despite their best efforts to bury our legacy, we remain. Now they are gone, and we live on. This is the cycle of life as we have always known it. Everyone dies, but the clan endures, and the greatest glory an Ezomite can attain is to live on in a song or a poem. That is why we do not fight the wood and stone to reclaim our buried graves. And it is something the Eternals never understood. We don't need the graves. We still have the songs and the stories that matter. They could never take those from us.
I mean, that's a good way to look at it.
So, you found a shadow in the forest and you brought it here. Good. Great. Superb.
Looks like we still have a Bramblegast that we have to find. And then we need to go to this Grim Tangle next from the Grellwood. Alright, let's find this last boss to fight. Here we go. Stranger Things monster. Got it. Let's do it. Oh god, get away from that.
It's a pity to end you, monstrous weed.
And with that, we'll upgrade our sniper. Bam. Doesn't look like we have room for any other ones. Although, we could take away one of the AoEs and put in these so we can get the poison. Alright, Grim Tangle Tam. Let's tangle.
The roots here have a mind of their own.
If the Fae spirits are still watching, I believe they will help us. Please, wait a moment.
Cool.
The old magic still thrive, The way's open. Please, hurry.
Works for me.
You've some power, Evermite. You'd have made a worthy sister.
Cemetery of Eternals. Did we have anything else here to do? Yeah. We need to find some sort of druid and take care of that. So let's keep searching. Here we go. Don't walk in there.
This period has seen better days. Putrefy.
Just keep poisoning them and let my minions do the work. Nope, 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 nope. There we go.
The place he loved, or some such nonsense.
Or some such nonsense. Yeah. All right, support. There. Armor breaking skeleton poison arrows. I like it. All right, off to the next place.
Quickly! My family has been abducted! Tyrant Praetor Draven! He's taken my family hostage! They're being held somewhere beyond these gates. I never thought he would stoop this low. I sent for reinforcements, but it's been so long. I must get through the gate. The keys! Where are the blasted keys? I believe those cowards took them. Well, don't just stand there.
I don't take orders
Get on
from
with
you.
it.
But I do love cemeteries.
Hey? Arkham. Oh yes, Arkham. This is the oldest home of the Ezelmites as we know ourselves. Past generations departed from here to settle Ezomir and the Isles of Skoll. We did not always call this part of Farrell our homeland. And now the Eternals have come with their armies and laid claim to this place. It'll be a cold day in the Vastiri Desert before we submit. Before Farrell. Ah, the songs aren't clear after so much time. A great many generations ago, we were driven here from elsewhere. There was simply too much corruption, too much darkness. It was a time of chaos and terror, and much was lost. Our clan swore that this was the last time we would ever be cast out of our homes. Rise up, Ezelmites! We shall drive off these eternal bastards! The Praetor? Oh, the Praetor! That monster! He is the worst man the Eternals could have chosen as a custodian for this territory. Had he come to us in peace, the clans might have been willing to talk. but that damn swine regards us as nothing but dogs. He invaded the village in the night without warning, without honor. He seized my family to try to force us to surrender. The Eternal Empire cares for nothing but power. Mark my words, we will not be ground under the heel of tyranny. The consort, oh Asinia, curse the foul witch. She mired our lands with hexes upon our graves, so the dead may not die. She was but a servant girl to the Praetor's family. It was said she poisoned his first wife, aspired to replace her. She succeeded, and Draven, he was not dismayed by the darkness in her, he embraced it. And together, they conspired in their vile ambitions. Uprising? The uprising, of course. The clans are uniting to fight for their freedom. We are making our stand in the Vale.
Tired of the slaughter yet? Oh, Una? Yeah. Yeah, I know her. I was, elsewhere when the Count tried to arrest her family, but I certainly heard about it. It's just a coincidence we both ended up here. Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't follow her or anything like that. It would be unheard of for a clan girl and an outcast to... Well, whatever you're thinking, don't. That's where I stand on it. You gotta be grounded in the real world. Don't get hung up on things that can never be. It'll just break your heart. I was the first to notice the Mad Count's fist closing around this land. He kept rounding up people like me for reasons that smelt like wolf droppings. I'm a bit of a slippery fish though, so I dodged his nets. Then his mercenaries started coming for people I actually liked, and that's when I knew something was up. The village folk kept defending his actions. I don't know why they couldn't see it. Maybe they didn't want to see it. Watch yourself out there.
Sorry, I was just elsewhere. I understand you did what you had to. Please, let us not speak of it further.
Tread as heavily as you like. The Eternals stomped their graves all over ours when they had a conqueror's foothold here. Now, if those graves have turned up and released their dead, take our vengeance on them. Some even say, when the night is darkest, our ancestors still fight theirs among the tombs, and I don't doubt it. A true Essamite never surrenders their land, not even in death.
At this place, it looks like there's an ancient rune that we need to find. So let's look for that. Can't get through the gate yet.
Don't just stand there.
Get
on with it.
Undead.
Hey, level up. Extra mana. And that gives us all attributes. You stop what you're doing. Blazze. Jeez. Alright. At 10 we can put on that rare weapon that we have. We're approaching as far as I've ever seen, so excited to see some new things. These guys are creepy. Not very strong, but creepy. Checkpoint. There's another checkpoint up here. Oh.
Let this be a testament for all time. The Eternal Empire stakes claim over this land, both in life and death.
Okay. I guess we'll do this tomb first.
Rise!
Some extra mana regen. Working our way towards this intelligence. Looking forward to seeing how the ascension process works in this. Let's see. We've got 2 bosses. We got 2 caches. Man, we're leveling fast. All right. Another checkpoint. What's up with the little ghost? Not sure who you are, guy, but you've made a mistake.
Is my power to wield.
Cool. Nothing I want to use, but we got a support gem. Uh-oh. Boss room.
Oh, show me your power, dear sister.
Infection!
Conquer! Bow before me. How dare you disturb me? Right of the fourth moon. Wilt and rot. Conquer! Conquer! Now, you are mine. Forever! Wilt and rot. For my love, I call to you. Right of the fourth moon. Boom! Prison of bone. My love, I call to you. Right of the fourth moon. Innocent. Boom! Prison of bone. My love, I call to you. Conquer. Tormented death.
Jeez.
Wilt and rot.
A little bit tired of all your nonsense, lady. Just keep getting poisoned.
My love, I call to you. Insolence. Insolence. Oh, escape. Now.
Image!
You are mine. Forever. Right.
There we go.
I hate to put down a sister witch, but you had it coming.
Good deal. That's one of the keys at any rate. Did we find... We did. That was the hidden treasure. That one guy we killed earlier. Okay, so we need to find the other one in the other hidden tomb. Alright, next. In the last one,
None of it's junk.
when you did the gambling thing, you used to be able to have a chance of getting legendaries out of those. Let's see. Life and spell damage. All attributes and armor. I don't know. I don't think we'll keep that one.
You defeated Asinia! The Praetor will be devastated. He gets what he deserves! But there's no time to waste. We must get through the gate. Find Draven. Find the other key.
My beloved son, your death shall be avenged, even if it takes 1,000 years.
My dearest daughter, beloved for all time, rest well.
Sad times, man. Oh, a ring. I'll take it.
Our victory is never complete, so long as the Ezamites resist us. Let this graveyard erase their stain on the land.
Dreadful Draven. Where are you hiding?
Well, now I guess we're trying to find the Count to get the signet ring. Let's start this direction. I guess there's also a loot cache we gotta find in here. So we got a bit of searching to do. Gotta be careful of those shield guys. They reflect certain spells and physical attacks. I thought that was an enemy. That was my own skeleton. We need to get our army some health. They keep dying too easy. They'll never survive a boss fight if we don't. And when they're down, I'm vulnerable. Ah, here we go. The loot room. Perfect. Gold. Nice. More gold. Mana things we can sell. Ooh. Ring. Another chest. I mean, not the greatest stuff. I'd like to see. We should identify this so we can sell it for a good price. And we should identify this. Mana, physical damage, and fire resist. 30 mana, 30 mana. This would increase the damage. Lightning damage to attacks. I don't know if that would apply to My minions? I don't know. We're all about elemental over here, so let's give it a shot. The old witch in the other game actually used to have a perk that allowed you to transfer whatever stats you had to your minions. So I could give them like additional resistancies, more damage with elementals, things like that. Not sure if that applies in this game or not, but there's also a couple more characters going to be added, as well as more classes, things like that. So maybe this witch might not be able to, but maybe the future witch, or even future characters. We'll see. I have a strong feeling that during the 6 months that they say that this game is going to be in early access, we're going to see a lot of cool changes. I'm really hoping they don't nerf the game, though, but we'll see. So far, I'm really enjoying the difficulty. And I kind of like that this one is different from the first Path of Exile.
And improvement.
Because, like, having this game be different means that the first game still has a place to exist. If both games are exactly the same, then yeah, the first one would definitely die. But those who prefer that style of combat still have the game that they enjoy that they can go back to. Also, I think I've seen the checkpoint for the boss room. Right up here. Hey, there we go. So let's do the thing, shall I? No, my scorpions.
Witch, you are not long for this world.
Says you?
Rend your soul. Your soul is mine.
Wow, I deserve that.
The spirits yearn. Rend your soul.
I like that my minions block some of that.
Your meaningless life ends now. Rend your soul. Perish. Asinia, join me. These spirits are mine. Succumb to the Empire. Intrusion will be punished.
Yeah, see what I mean? The minions die in one hit. We gotta.
I am your master. Cut down.
We gotta up their life level.
Your soul is mine. Cut down. These spirits are mine. My beloved Asinia. Your intrusion will be punished. I am your master. My beloved Asinia. Your soul. I am here. Cut down! I require your aid, Asinia.
I am with you.
Rend your soul! Your soul is mine! Perish! Asinia, join me! Cut down!
Request.
Man,
Your intrusion
stop at the circles.
will be punished! Your meaningless life ends now! intrusion will be punished! Asinia, join me!
I am with you, Grave.
Come down! Your soul is mine! Your meaning...
There we go. They always tend to get quiet during the boss fights.
Your empire is no more. I think not.
Alright, we're finally high enough level we can put on our new item there.
You did it! Do my eyes again deceive me? You have the keys! You showed those eternal bastards! Use the keys to open the gate! Let's go and free my family!
Sir, yes sir.
At last, it's open! Praise the first one! What is this? Graves! Isabel, Torko, Callum, the family of Count Lachlan of Ogham. My family! This doesn't make any sense! They're dead! Those bastard Eternals! I must make them pay! I must make them suffer!
Oh, mistakes were made. Yeah, burn away, buddy. Need my skeleton archers. Poison them. Thank you. Ouch. Now I'm glad I got that extra life item. Keep them poisoned and we win. Got it.
Your dreary little tale is over, old man.
Nice. Let's go ahead and find the waypoint for this. Oh, that was easy.
Life and death are well balanced here. Disgusting.
I have a grand quest for you, hero. The kind that'll get you woven into legend. It's not at all a minor personal matter that you might ignore. How do I explain this? Before this dreary place, you could say I was something of a, wanderer. There's a clanless enclave known as the Fraythorn that makes its home high in the trees near the hunting grounds. They helped me out a time or two over the years. A little while back, a group of strangers arrived out of the deep woods. They made strange altars and started whispering to the others about their religion. That was when I decided to move on. See, now I got to thinking, if Count Gianor and his men are mad enough to burn the village, then maybe the clanless are in trouble too. Will you pay them a visit? I used to be mildly fond of a fair few of them.
Sure. We can do that.
You found the ring. This will most certainly break the Count's binding. Give me a moment.
How long has it been? I was hunted. The Count, he stole something that is beyond dangerous. It will cause sickness, then madness.
What powers might I learn from him, I wonder?
Of Ogham's affliction. So if we are to heal this land, we must find this seed. Beyond our clan graves is the hunting grounds. Cut through those to reach the village. Please, go as quickly as you can and see what you can find. I fear there is not much time.
20 years ago, in the wake of those tremendous events, mankind was busy with its own survival. No one was looking for me, and no one saw me. I lurked in high places and dark places, seeking to keep the seeds safe from men of ambition. In recent years, however, I found myself continually forced to move from place to place. There was always one more hunter, one more patrol, one more grove being cut down or cave being mined. There was nowhere to hide, and my path inexorably took me here, which was apparently exactly where someone wanted me to be. This was all a trap, laid over the course of years, and at colossal expense. Someone wanted the seed at any cost, which surely bodes ill for their intentions.
There we go. Now we can identify items for free.
I don't know how to ask this of you, but I was forced to leave behind something of great importance to me when I fled. My lute. It was carved by my mother when she first taught me to sing. It's in my family home in the farmlands. If you happen to travel near those ways, it would mean the world to me if you could look for it.
Sure. One more quest.
This hooded one is here on your honor. Don't take this as a threat, but it's your head if he turns out to be as evil as he looks. A curse has befallen this land. That's what Una feels. That's what I say too. The beasts of Ogham have been friendly to men until a shadow started oozing out of the manor. These rabid and misshapen animals are not to blame. They've been driven mad by something we can't see, only feel in our bones. Last time I felt something like this, I was a much younger man. I have a forge back home in the village, but I don't dare return. Count Gianor hired thugs that are far crueler than the village guard, and they've been arresting more and more good folk. Each accusation weaker than the last. A few of those hard-eyed men came around my forge asking for free weapons made. Well, I refused. I knew their ire would soon fall upon me, so I fled and took up temporary lodging here at Clearfell. I've had a few things go missing around the forge when Finn was nearby, but I can't begrudge the lad. His father refused to acknowledge him, so he was left clanless at an early age. Underneath that boastful exterior, there's just, well, I'm sure it's obvious, even to strangers. His mother was a kind and honest woman. Shame he doesn't take after her.
Those glowing blue eyes make it hard to sleep at night. I'd wear something over my face to block out the glare, but silly me, I left my sleeping veil back at my palace.
So, I think we need to find this Freythorn place before we move, because this is the main story, so we'll avoid the farmland, but There's this crow bell, there's a ritual altar, and druidic ritual. So we got 3 of those to do. And then we got this King of the Mists to do in the Freythorn area. So let's work on these 3. And then we will move to the next. Generic chocobos. Wow, that hurt a little bit.
Death is my power to wield.
Got the gorillas from the first game. On the bright side, there's plenty of minions for me to dig up with my unearthed stuff. Cut skill gem. Worth it. Ooh, some gold as well. Summon Finn.
So, I was right to be worried. They're still making these damned altars. And this one's bigger. Something's wrong, hero. Something's definitely off. I thought I was imagining the whispers in the shadows at night up there. Thought I was just spooked by the cultists. But maybe not. Please. Check in on the Enclave. I'm gonna get while the getting's good.
That's right. You go on and get. Ooh, level 4. Let's level up our Unearth. Checkpoint. Nice. Support gem. Well, there's Freythorn for later.
By decree of the Count of Ogham, to the scoundrels and cowards hiding among the trees of the clanless Perch. As the loyal men of Ogham lay down their lives to protect those who support them, you hide. As the women of Ogham sweat and ache, skinning beasts upon which we feed, you hide. As the children of Ogham play at war, preparing to serve the greater needs of the people, you traitors hide. I will offer clemency only once. Return to the manor immediately and serve Ogham, as is your duty, and your punishment will be deferred.
Sounds fake. Sounds fake. It's a trap. Don't do it. Ah, here we go. Boss area.
Squawk all you like.
Uh-oh, Crowbell.
Soon you'll be dead. We're just playing.
We're just playing.
Yes. Show me what you've got. Die!
That's right, get stunned. Oh, we did so much damage to it. But it's still running away. Wow. I think my skeletons are trapped outside, so I can't use my arrows. Yeah, they were trapped outside.
Aw, we were just getting started.
We got a book that should give us 2 passives. Bam, we'll grab that for the extra minion health. I also need this. We're going to get some strength because we need strength for certain weapons as far as this one's concerned.
There's an immensely disturbing energy here. Time to seek it out.
Quickly. All children have imaginary friends. Most grow out of that phase. A rare few refuse to let go, creating real from unreal through sheer stubbornness. Gods born of man certainly exist, but did a gigantic red tiger named Farul actually run the plains of the primordial world? There is no way to know. Will the world end if she and her savage ilk return? The answer, I imagine, is up to those who would stand and fight on that day. Be glad that today is not that day, as far as I know.
So here's what I assume is going to happen. In the previous game, there was that winged dude that helped us out, right? So that's probably this guy. Or it's the final boss guy. It's only one of 2 things. The way he talks makes me think good guy, but there's a high possibility it's probably a bad guy. To put it in terms for people who play Diablo, this is either Tyrael or this is Diablo himself. So guess we're gonna find out.
Corruption once had a purpose. Let us term it a disorganizer of what would otherwise be order. One consequence of this chaos is the warping of pathways, both through the woods and in the mind. The land so afflicted is never the same when trod upon a second time. Men afflicted by corruption know not where or when they are, only that they are in pain. And you appear as a horrible creature to their distorted senses. The Count accosted me and stole a very dangerous object. A seed that I have kept hidden from humanity. Somehow he knew that I possessed it. He cannot possibly know how dangerous it is. His attempts to harness its power will court disaster. You must hurry to the village. At the very least, those who are still sane may be convinced to aid in containing the seed. The boundless horrors of mishandled corruption cannot be conveyed simply through words. I only hope that you can find and contain the seed before it is too late.
It's kind of interesting. I'm not disliking the story,
Look,
that's for sure.
It's our local hero.
Oh, that Finn's a bad influence. No daughter of mine will consort with such a type. We should have the village guards give him a good beating just to teach him a lesson.
Though I suppose nursing a grudge is foolish, given they're likely all dead now.
I mean,
Later.
do what you gotta do, bro.
Hello.
I don't think my witch is in any position to say anything different. She's not exactly a nice person. Alright, let's see what we can do here.
Don't whisper at me from the dark. I am the shadows.
I can't believe it. The whole bloody place has gone mad. Cursed cultists. Please, hero, find the other altars and dispose of them. Put an end to this. I'm gonna check around here for any sane survivors.
Good luck with that. Just from what I've seen, I don't think you're gonna have much luck.
A beautiful murder.
Checkpoint. Clearly you don't know by now, Mr. Creepy Voice, but I do what I want.
So this is where the darkness is hiding.
We need one more altar, I think, because we can't access this one yet. Alright, let's keep looking then. Here it is. What's that gonna do? Think I'm scared? I ain't scared. Alright, last one. Ow! Whoa, relax. What is that? No! I'm frozen. Gotta keep you poisoned. No.
The Wild One's power is mine!
It's what? Uh-oh. It turned all big and woody.
Death and decay.
Oh. Oh, and energy balls. That's probably not good. No, I didn't even see what I stepped on. Oh god. Where'd he go? There he is. I wonder if I just can't move when that's on me.
Turn mad. I do know how it feels.
So the cultists really did have a king lurking out there in the shadows. Shame. I might have followed him myself if he'd simply promised decent meals instead. Thank you, hero. It's not the result I was hoping for, but at least I know the truth. Clearfell's all I have left now. If I was a drinking man, it'd be a sobering thought.
I don't know which one to get. Topaz, I guess. We'll get that. Ritual rewards. I don't really need a lot of those. I guess we'll just get currency. Perfect. Oh, we got bird people now. Jeez, you got a lot of health, don't you? Jeez. Did not expect it to have that much health. Oh, into the wheat fields. Not into the long grass. This is where we get attacked by raptors. Or zombies, you know. Yeah, this is the custom. So what are we even looking for here? We need to find a crop circle and... oh, the loot. Okay. I think this is where we get the loot. Loot box. Bam. Done.
The girls' loot. But dear me, what a desperately boring home.
Really? Alright, sure.
You found my loot. I can't quite believe my eyes. This feels like having a small part of my family back again. I cannot thank you enough. I think I shall begin by composing a song about you. In the meantime, I would be happy to play for you, if you like.
I guess now she'll
Nice.
start playing songs. Best get out of here soon.
Yeah.
This shade is a curious one. It is quite odd to have a blue-eyed shadow in the camp watching us. But things truly have been taking a turn for the better since you freed him. Some of the folk here consider his presence a sign of good luck. Though I wonder if it is actually you that brings us these better fortunes. Ah, a tale of the dangers of love.
A Song of Silence. Perfect. Like it. Let's see. We can grab this one. Oh, here we go. Oh, God. Uncut skill gem. Oh, greater life? Sure. Boots. Oh, tier 4. Yeah. Let's do... Let's bump our chaos damage. And that completes this area. Next, we have to go fight the executioner. So we need to go to the village. Alright, moving on.
Even the darkest corner is ablaze. How festive.
Festive? Okay. Well, no, it's the word I'd have chosen. So let's find that there boss. Yeah, the place has seen better days, huh? Ooh, checkpoint. That must mean there's a boss up ahead. Let's go drop some inventory before we fight.
The village has been destroyed, and madness has already reached a boiling point in the minds of the Count's men. You must infiltrate the manor and put a stop to this by any means necessary. The fate that befell Autumn Village is only a single raindrop in the storm that is coming.
Owner's house. Renly's house. They had real places to live. I was always so envious, but I guess they're like me now. Vagabonds. Vagrants. Well, it begs the question. Is this home now? You've caught me at a moment of sappiness, hero. My apologies.
Clearing. The girl's a shining light in a time of darkness. If it weren't for her music, well, I don't know what I'd do. Every time I listen to her songs, I know I have to try harder to defend this place. Any fear and excuses be damned.
Alright, let's do this.
They've all gone mad! Don't do this. Stop. Just wait. Surely we can...
You should have been burned at the stake, witch.
Fate will take you.
Whoa.
My would-be executioner. Emerge!
Yeah, you're gonna pay for that, buddy.
Is up.
Woof.
Guillotine drops.
I can't move. That was pretty easy. They kept feeding me little minions to use. That's great. We got all the little minions to use. Stop firing arrows. Jeez. Rigor, bunch of chance, exalted. Sure. We'll take all that. A lever. Free this person.
He killed Eamon. Just killed him. I don't know what to do. Clearfell is safe. We have to get out of here. We can talk there.
Okay. Hey! You didn't even... Okay. Well. Let's see if there's...
The manor
Waygate.
must be near.
By decree of the Count of Ogum, all men must work a third shift and continue excavating until further notice. Any man caught resting will meet the executioner's axe or the gallows noose.
Whoa. That's a bit excessive, isn't it? So what do we have in this area while we're looking? We have to find the gallows. Alright.
For what it's worth, my name is Latus. I appreciate the rescue, but... Eamon, everything I know, it's all gone. It isn't worth much, but take this. Perhaps it will aid you against that monster. There is only one thing for certain. Count Gianor must die. He ordered the guard to round up everyone in the village, and when we resisted, they burned it to the ground. Enter the manor. Take our vengeance upon him.
Okay.
That place is a madhouse. Every day was spent threading a careful line. Question the Count, and you'd get arrested. Flatter him too much, and he'd grow paranoid and arrest you anyway. The Countess watched all of us with cold eyes. The nobles began to change. Strange proclivities emerged. They brought lone villagers into their rooms in the dead of night, never to be seen again. Eamon and I tried to flee, but they caught us. When she came to us from the Vastiri desert, we nobles were just happy the Count had finally found a wife. If we had known what was to come, we never would have celebrated. From the moment she arrived, she spent her time whispering dreadful little barbs in his ear.
He became rather agitated and started doubting himself, doubting his bloodline. He had a scholar repeatedly investigate whether the Eternals had dirtied his ancestry. When he found out that he might have had an unwelcome interloper in his family tree, he became fixated on proving himself, even though we all repeatedly assured him he already had our loyalty. He's been obsessed with gaining power ever since, and I think the Countess promised him a way to achieve it.
Another manipulative, crazy person. Fantastic.
So, you know of it. I remember the night it all began. The Count and his men returned in the witching hour, carrying something hidden from sight. We didn't know what it was at the time, but we certainly learned soon. It was alive, and he needed to feed it. The changes came slowly. There were whispers of the downtrodden and clanless going missing. Nobody of consequence. The Count's men were simply cleaning up the ne'er-do-wells, those that contributed nothing. But then, the Count started changing the penalties for common crimes. 5 men were arrested after a simple scuffle over payment. A woman was arrested for adultery, like we were somehow living under the tyranny of the Eternals all over again. Charges became commonplace for almost anything. Living in the manor, my husband and I were somewhat protected, but we saw what was happening. All of these criminals were sentenced to hard labor, digging away beneath the manor until their strength was spent. When that happened, he hanged them and threw their bodies to that creature. I don't know what the Count is looking for beneath the manor. Perhaps he hopes for proof that his heritage is actually pure. Perhaps he's just gone well and truly mad. He's torn a massive hole right in the middle of the manor. A living testament to what he's done to our way of life. Thank you.
Thank you.
It is good to see you. Blatis is from a prominent family in her clan, so I didn't know her well. But I did take hope from her actions. If a noblewoman could marry a commoner, then perhaps a commoner would be free to marry whoever she wants as well. It makes me think about the last conversation I ever had with my father. It was an argument. Though it tears at my heart, I choose to believe that deep down, he understood me. Be careful.
Hey. I always make sure to avoid noblewomen like Blatis. Her kind seem to think I'm insincere for reasons neither you nor I could ever comprehend, I'm sure. Still, I certainly heard about her, and I've heard what she said about the manor. I know Liar's hero, and she isn't one.
What have we got? Some men do not have to earn honor. Some are simply born with it by virtue of their status. Geonor is doubly a monster for giving away what others have sought their entire lives. He was born into the role rather than being chosen by the clan. And now, he has squandered that by serving himself above all others. I used to believe in him, but now, I cannot even stand the thought of him.
Well, he'll be gone soon if I have anything to say about it, so, you know, chin up. Off to the gallows. Uh-oh. I got babies. Oh. Gooey. Nice. What the heck is this? Like, eggs? We're gonna be fighting spiders soon. I'd rather not. Iron rune? Never seen one of those before. There's a rope. Oh, okay, sure, why not? We'll take a gem.
By decree of the Count of Ogum, effective immediately, all crimes are now punishable by hanging until death. Hanged criminals will have their bodies thrown into the pit.
Shit, like... That's a good way not to have any more people around, eh? Or maybe that's the plan. Oh, here we go.
Soldiers of Ogum, the outside threat grows ever stronger. Whispers of betrayal echo within my very halls. We can no longer tolerate any risk. Use lethal force against those you suspect of foul play. Speak carefully with your men. Ensure they are who they claim. Hang any suspects. Seek out resistance within the village and raze their homes to the ground. We must send a clear message. Leave no stone unturned.
Yeah, lost it. Them marbles, they gone. Gone. Ogum Manor.
Here I come, big bad wolf.
So far, we've gotten everything. Now, in the manor, we have the Count... living right. Okay. So we have 2 bosses in here, and that's it. Let's get to work. Oh, what the heck is that? Oh, and there's the guy.
You can rest when you're dead. Keep digging!
He's even more insane than when we last met.
Last met? When did you meet this person last? Well, there's a checkpoint. Oh. Oh yeah, that's coming to life. That's great.
Hear our laments. Sanity recedes ever further into the dark. Shadows hover above us, in the corners, watching and waiting. What sickness has come among us that so unsettles our minds? It sits, poised to strike. Nowhere is safe.
What a delightfully sacrilegious creature.
Alrighty then. Well, that's gotta die. Ow! Will you just stop? Why can't we just be friends? No! Fire bad! Oh, no, 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 no. Whoa! Alright. No. No more minions from me. Haha. No, 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 no. Oh my god. That was way more explosions than I wanted to deal with. Rip. Okay, let's try that again. Come on. Do I have to read it every time?
First ones,
What a
hear
delightfully
our laments.
sacrilegious creature.
Sanity recedes ever further into the dark. Shadows hover above us, in the corners, watching and waiting.
Putrefy!
What sickness has come among us that so unsettles our minds? It sits poised to strike. Nowhere is safe.
Time to die, buddy.
I simply must have my own one of those someday.
Oh, delightful. Grants 20 to maximum life. Sweet. We'll eat all their creature pieces, why not? Good. So we got that, we just have to destroy this main bad guy at the bottom.
If you intend to face the Count, I must warn you. An ancient corrupting power has driven him to madness. There is no telling what you may find within the walls of the manor. Where the seed of corruption takes root, life bends itself into unnatural shapes, and the minds of men grow fevered. Though you may face horrors beyond comprehension, it is this seed that is the true danger at the heart of the manor.
Never had any love for old Count Gianor. Give him a stab or two for me.
Sure.
You can rest when you're dead. Keep digging!
What are they even digging for? Still haven't told us. And this creature is supposed to be the seed, I guess? Creepy. This might hurt.
Death is my power to wield.
Nice. I feel like I'm in Castlevania. Like, the music alone gives me a major Castlevania vibe. And we're about to go face Dracula or something, man.
Yes, more. Don't stop. The beast hungers.
They're feeding it zombies. Oh. Wow. That thing is really hungry. And exceedingly creepy. Arena. Boss fight time. Okay. Let's drop some items off and then we'll go ahead and do the fight. Okay, let's give this a shot. Oh no, my skeletons are up top.
This interloper has the power we need. Kill her, and you shall have everything I promised.
No noose this time. I'll remove your head myself!
Not if I take yours first.
Yeah, my sentiments exactly.
First one's iron.
Ow.
You'll pay with your life. No escape.
Uh-oh. Ow.
Easy prey.
Ooh, doggo. Oh god. Doggo, my head. Ow.
Ragnar, to me, you will falter. Run, little rabbit.
I'm not a bunny.
Great Wolf, have you? Oriana, open the cage. Release the beast. Give me what you promised.
I think not. I think so much more. Since you are too weak to do the job, I'll find someone who can. Goodbye.
You manipulative whore! How dare you abandon me after all I've given you!
Uh-oh. Yeah, he's angry now.
Killing for us. Solstice of pain.
Okay, don't stand in the lasers. Ow.
The air grows colder. Agnar the wound. Agnar the impaler. As swift as death. And imbued by the moon. Cursed or gifted. Branded and afflicted. Your veins soon chilled. Agnar shall slay again. Solstice of pain. Chilling frost. I will take out your heart and savor each bite. Freezing gale. Requiem high. Chilling frost. Your pulse quickens.
Oh no.
The eternal impure, with bloodlust empowered. Our Esamir endured, but soon all were devoured. In unending war, death waited at the door. Then hour by hour, men fell as summer soured. Freezing gale. I
take out your heart and savor each bite. Requiem and high. Desolation. I smell your blood, and I am ravenous. Desolation. Requiem and high.
Putrefy!
No. Oh.
You are hunted.
I know.
Fang, tooth, and claw. Tortured under the moon. The pack suffered but endured. And howled now in tune. No tales were told. None new, none old. And their endless hunger grew ever stronger. I smell your blood, and I am ravenous, killing. I smell your blood, and I am ravenous. Desolation. As night falls, winter's chill, fought the unworthy. Through an endless night, they wither and tarry. Forsaken thrusts, as cold as death, of Bear's misery. The pack won't forget. I smell your blood, and I am ravenous. Killing frost. I will take out your heart.
Yes! Oh my god! Oh. I did not think I was gonna clear that.
If only for a moment.
Oh my god.
The madness. It consumed my being. Oriana used it against me.
Where has she taken the beast?
I found messages from the desert.
From the Vastiri?
Yes. Find her. Kill her. But first, please, stop the madness.
As you wish. We must make haste. Let us return to Clearfell to make our preparations.
So, hi, buddy. Kind of want that sword. You know what I mean? This sword right here. Why can't I have it?
Count Geonor is dead. I never thought there'd come a day when such a statement brought relief. We can finally start rebuilding our poor, damaged Ogre. It's going to be a long and difficult struggle, but it's not nearly the first time we Ezamites have had to rise from the ashes. The Count's name will not be remembered in our songs. Ah, good riddance. The thought of our village on fire. Oh, my heart feels heavy. We'll get back there someday. reclaim our lands, rebuild. Mark my words. Part of me is angry I wasn't there to defend the place, but I know I was needed by these good folks far more. I can't imagine what would have happened if they'd been out here, defenseless.
You've done well, stranger. No, you are no stranger now. You have become part of our song's story, and I shall sing it proudly. The darkness that crept upon our lands has been forced to flee, and I have a feeling you will pursue it to the end of the world. Good luck to you. This is home now. Our songs tell of times of renewal, when bloodshed, strife, and courage forge stronger bonds. That is how we will regard this era of Ogum, and how we will remember you in our songs. It seems
Sounds good to me.
want us both.
We must pursue Oriana. The seed of corruption has begun to grow, but there is still a chance that we can end this before it is too late. The fledgling beast is leaving corruption in its wake, so we have a trail to follow. When you are ready to part from this place, we can leave immediately.
Not quite. Not quite. Identify my stuff.
Whatever it takes.
And then let's get some of this other stuff done.
The clan leaders are all dead, but there's one man who remains with the leadership to carry on. Renly will take good care of us, as is his nature. We'll be just fine, hero. You can ride on out of here with your head held high. Seriously though, I hope you return someday. If only to guard my back.
So, it is done. The Count is dead. Where once there was a fire in my heart, there is now nothing but ash. For enacting my vengeance, you have some measure of thanks from me. Now please, go. Do what you must, but leave me be.
How can I advise you? The trail of corruption leads east, so east we shall go. It seems fate conspires to return me to the plains of Vastiri.
No, don't do it to me. No, really? All right. Well, hopefully we still get to see our cutscene. No, does that mean we don't get to see the cutscene? What is that? It is a bird with tentacles and some person with horns. Yeah. Ooh. Nice imagery, though. No!
My lady, we have arrived. The Vastiri awaits. Good luck to you.
I don't wanna. I wanna go back. Get this off my screen! Why is this here? Go away. I wanna go back. I wanna go back and see the cutscene. Really?
This outpost seems to be part of a trade route, so we should be able to find a Marraketh caravan. They are an honorable people, and I have no doubt they will assist us. The Marraketh have a cultural history deeper than most know. Theirs is a strict tradition, bordering on brutal, but it is that adherence to shared beliefs that has kept them strong when entire empires have come and gone around them.
The weary traveler grows close to the end of the path.
The bread bowl of the world, the verdant land of 7 waters, awaits! Be sure to have your toll ready at the gates. Cloth, gems, metalwares, and coin are all accepted.
So, the Marraketh. Strong-minded women aplenty. I approve.
You are seeking passage on our caravan? We cannot travel anywhere at the moment. Hyenic raiders are harassing the trade route ahead. For the time being, we are stuck here.
Time to show them what I can do.
So can we go back to previous chapters? If we go back, can I see the cutscene? Can I talk to you?
What have you learned? The trail of corruption leads. The Countess has us with the beast. Every attempt to control it has ended in cataclysm. We must pursue her to the plains of Vastyria. We should find the Marraketh caravan. Only they can lead us through that harsh and unforgiving land.
Yeah, that was it? Alright. Well, I didn't miss much the first time, so... Alright, moving on.
Putrefy!
Man, tons of enemies in this region. It's nuts. What are we even doing here? Wrathbreaker? Okay. We've got another boss right away. That last boss was amazing. That was a lot of fun. A bunch of hyenas.
Up there, the leader.
That's the leader? Sure, I mean, if you're not gonna fight back, why not? I'll just sit there and poison you and there. I was trying to get to those things that are just spraying us with nonsense, and it didn't work out in our favor. I gotta get better at dodging that. Excellent. Now we need to go talk to the people again.
You defeated the raiders? Fate sends us a fortuitous stranger. Welcome to the Adura Akara. You may travel with us in exchange for your service as a Jingak, and you will have nearly the respect of one of our own for as long as you stay.
The
A
heck?
roving village. How clever.
Oh, that's really cool.
The beast is on the move, twisting the desert as it goes, waking ancient dead and unknown horrors alike. The Countess brought it here as part of some nefarious plan. I assume she has allies here. We must track them down and convince them to give up this madness. Those creatures are too coherent and intelligent to be manifestations of corruption. I suspect that they are the descendants of divine tampering. There was a being I once knew in the ancient days, a trickster, who would have appreciated someone to laugh at his ill-conceived humor. What more perfect audience for a sickening jester than a pack of gibbering hyenas?
Who goes there? By the sound of your voice, you cannot be Maraketh. It is always intriguing to meet foreign warriors and learn their ways of war. I only hope I have weapons and armor that might be useful to you. I am Shambren. Zarka holds all the wisdom and knowledge of the Adura, and the stories of many other Akaras as well. Our traditions help us survive as these lands turn to dust over generations, and in many ways, that lush beauty still exists for us through her words. Especially now the gods have returned to Rayclast, we know that our beliefs have power. Perhaps we can bring back those verdant forests and gleaming rivers, if only we have enough faith in a leader strong enough to make it real. Does the scorpion sting carry less poison at night? In the hopes of taking on fighting duty again, I am still practicing the art of the sword. Red-eyed Nassima, she of the second sight, proved that there is more to combat than mere vision. However, there is still honor in serving the role of tradesmith and weapon master. I served as a Dekara for as long as I was able, and I intend to fulfill this duty with just as much dedication. Take care.
That's a strong way to look at things.
Hello? I have a very long official title, but you may simply address me as Zaka. The young ones will harp on and on about our strict traditions, but I'm old enough to get away with it. So I do. My role is that of a keeper of tales. I was chosen by my predecessor, rather than being allowed to become a Dekara or perform other duties. I'm not permitted near combat, for the stories I keep are one of our most valuable resources. We understand the plains of Vastiri through the lens of these words handed down to us over the centuries. We see what used to lie where sand dwells now, and hear the bold proclamations and lamentations of yesteryear. That is my role. To be the worldly eyes and ears of the Adura. Nassima, yes, Nassima. A great warrior, though with a complicated legacy. Born with eyes the color of blood, she was left to die among the dunes for being blind. But the Ferredin found her and raised her. A Balbalic, one might think, but no. She became an impressive warrior in her own right. And when called upon to raid her people, she recognized her mother's voice and turned and slaughtered her Ferredin captors. A true role model from the ancient days and a wonderful sleep tale for the children. This is the tale as it was told to me by our Akara's Tale Woman before me, and as told to her by the Tale Woman before her. These words have remained unchanged since the beginning. Many thousands of years ago, we were a simple people, hunters, roamers. We moved valley to valley in search of meat and berries. There was none of the discipline we know today, but that was about to change. These fair plains became barren and lightless. A time those generations called the winter of the world. 1,000 years of ice brought hardship and suffering, but that was only the beginning. To the south, the foreign tyrant An fell, and horrible creatures flooded forth under this darkness, seemingly born of bone and blood and foul magic. Survival meant banding together and creating the strict traditions that eventually became what we know today. To fight was to live. Disorder meant death. In the darkest depths of that era, when hope was but a memory, the twin sister Sekimas, Solarai and Landara, arose to unite our scattered peoples for the first time. They wielded the essence of gold and silver, gleaming with such ferocity that the gray skies had no choice but to give way. The creatures retreated under the sands, never to be seen again, and our fair plains blazed with emerald forests and sapphire rivers. This brought about the most glorious age of our people, a time of conquest, wealth, great heroes, and gods that lasted for another 1,000 years. But then, one fell winter, the gods vanished. Our beloved Garukan was the last to succumb, holding on for 2 moons against a powerful innovation. She gave what final orders she could, mandated our traditions be upheld, and then went silent. The Maraketh were not disturbed. We did not lose hope. We knew who we were, and those values had not left us with the departure of the gods. When the sky burned, when the Vaal fell, when the Eternals came and sought to be our masters, and then fell as well, we endured. We have protected these fair plains for 304 generations, and we will continue to do so for another 304. That is our duty and our birthright. She was a fierce warrior before she was blinded in battle. Focused, determined. Losing her sight has not changed that. I have no doubt that she will become skilled enough at blind fighting to rejoin the ranks someday. Indeed, blind Dekara were once instrumental in decimating an Eternal Legion during a sandstorm ambush. So it is not without precedent.
I really like hearing all this backstory and stuff. It's pretty good.
I am Asala, the Sekima of the Ardura. I care not where you came from, nor what caste you might have been there. All that matters is that you have shown yourself capable in battle, Jingak. Remain a friend to the Ardura, and you shall have nothing but respect from us.
I like these people.
So, the beast has entered the world once more. We were following a trail of corruption before we were waylaid, and now we shall resume the hunt. We Maraket are honor-bound to seek and contain corruption wherever it may be found. It seems the sacred duty falls on us once more. The trail connects to 2 locations, but we don't know where the beast currently resides. I am willing to begin wherever you and your shade thinks is wisest.
Before we listen to the rest of this, what is going on up here?
The whole operation would be more efficient if they were dead.
This whole operation would be more efficient if they were dead. These are living people? Oof. I don't want that job. Man. Rip. Sorry for your luck, people.
What is it? Corruption has returned to the Vestiri. Before this season, the Hyanic warriors you fought would never have dared raid a caravan. The dead have begun to rise again, and other creatures of the desert have started changing. By Zarka's accounts, the land is returning to the way it was before. These are ill times. After the Beast of Highgate was slain, all other Akaras vowed to pursue and eradicate corruption should it ever return. Never again will a sole Akara suffer the weight of history. This Oriana would find no allies among our Akaras. We are no strangers to the eternal war against corruption. If she has allies in this region, they cannot be of the Marquez. Foreigners often misunderstand the concept of the Sekina. I am no dictator, and do not make some pathetic claim of divine right. Emperors are for nations filled with the weak-minded and soft, as history has proven every time an empire falls and we endure. I am Sekima, because others have put their faith in me as the strongest and most capable among us. I lead because there is no better replacement. It is a role I deserve, by definition.
Huh? We get to choose? Which one we go to?
I remember her face from before the battle where I lost my sight. She is quite beautiful, and she has strength and cunning to match. I can think of no better leader for us. We, Adora, have put all our faith in Asala, and though we do not number enough to spark divinity in her, we still thrived under her leadership. Take care.
Fair enough.
Yes, I have seen the slaves pulling carts. I am uncomfortable with the practice, but from what I understand, it allows those captured in battle to serve rather than simply being executed. There are not enough resources to keep prisoners who do not work. In this harsh land, it is perhaps the lesser of 2 evils. That is, what I tell myself, at least. Asala has agreed to aid us, exactly as I expected. The beast represents an existential threat to all the peoples of Rayclast, but even beyond that, she seems to be quite driven. She reminds me of a rambunctious young woman I once knew in Keth, who eventually rose to power, attained divinity, and led her people to greatness.
And just who might that be?
Time is short. Make haste.
And I think we're gonna head here. What do we need to find here? Tinkerer tools.
Outcasts currently make their home in the Forgotten Quarry in the hills of Modern. They call themselves the Farden. We should travel there and find out what it is they are doing. One of the trails of corruption leads towards the Halani Gates. Anyone who would wish to leave this region must pass through them.
Okay. Oh, it got dark all of a sudden. Oh, we can just get off? Cool.
Seems the Farad'n have been up to no good in the hills of Morden.
Oh, what are you? What is that? Just walking around with the... Oh, he's gone. All right.
Infection!
Cool. Oh, a trunk? 5 gold in it. We needed a checkpoint for this. Why? What are we doing? Tinker's tools. Okay, well, that apparently wasn't it.
Our people have lived in the shadows of the dunes for too long. Countless generations have been forgotten, will be forgotten. We are not Faradin. We are Marraketh. And if we work together, if we unite, then they will be forced to acknowledge us. We must show them that casting us off is a mistake. We must show them our strength. Perhaps we can one day rebuild Keth itself. For all those who live in the plains of Vastiri.
Maybe. Dream big, buddy. Oh, cool. Well, here's a mine shaft. But are there tools up here or down there? Maybe we should just clear out this area just to be safe. I'm fairly certain we checked this entire place. I don't think we're gonna find what we need here. So we're just going to head down into the mine shaft.
This lot were left down here to die. Or worse.
Checkpoint right away down here. Huh. Jeez. Thing had a lot of life. Reminds me of the mines you used to go into in the first game. Wonder if that's going to be a mechanic in this.
What is the difference? Face of Faradun, mind of a traitor. Serpent's tongue, scorpion stinger. Either way, now you pay with your life.
Okay. If you say so.
She's insane. Insane? I'll show you insane!
Oh God!
Boom! Stand still! Breathe it in! Blind! Run! For the king!
Ow!
Blinding! Oh, this!
No, I'd rather not.
Blind! Slow down! Oppressors!
She's coming! Death and decay!
Deep breath! Explode! Burn! Burn! Blinding! Slow down! Deep breath! Eye of the sun!
She's hitting me with flashbangs, man. I don't like it.
Burn! Burn!
She's coming!
For the Faradun! Breathe it in! Blind! Burn! 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 Boom! Breathe it in! Explode! Run! For the Faradun!
What do you mean? Ah! Okay, I get it now. It's fine.
Deep breath!
Look! You shouldn't play with fire.
Winds praise you. 1,000 praises, my friend. I thought I would die here. Please, take me back to your caravan, and I will tell you anything you want to know.
Okay.
A defector. I admire those who resist tyrants.
They call themselves the Faradun in this era, but they have died out and been reborn many times. They are not an independent culture. They are the Mariketh's dark secret, the inevitable consequence of life's haphazard nature. A society cannot simply purge itself of the weak, the ill, or the disadvantaged. Those unwanted newborns abandoned among the dunes, they rarely die, no matter how much the Mariketh wish to make them simply disappear. No, they live. The Faradun are the shadow of the Mariketh, always just out of sight, always watching. They rescue those children and raise them up on the outside, looking in. An unspoken relief for the father and mother that must give up their child. A gathering storm fated to one day return home with a fury. It takes courage to go against one's people. I once faced a similar decision. There were men and women like me who believed themselves to be exceptional. And they were correct. Terribly, horribly correct. I cursed myself to a permanent exile from my own peers by betraying them. I was unlike mortals, but hated by immortals. I was alone. I would do it all again, and I still might.
Publicly, I will decry them as loudly as anyone else. Privately, I understand. I do not condone their actions, but I have suffered some small portion of what they must feel their entire lives. To be honest, I expected them to turn on us eventually. This defector, Risu, will never be accepted by the Adura. You may trust her, and she may provide information about the enemy's intentions, but remember, she is a traitor to her people. We deal with our own traitors using excessive means. She is not one of us, so we do not consider it our duty to punish her, but neither will we protect her when the time comes.
I mean, that's fair. I think that's fair.
Careful story. I know what Jaman-Ra intends. Atop the burial spires of Deshar lie the Maraketh's most honored dead. The king has become driven by madness to seek any trace of ancient flesh from those of renown or power in life. He intends to feed their bodies to the horrific creature he keeps in a cage behind his throne. They call it the Beast. I have seen it, and the sight haunts my nightmares. I am of the Faridun. We are the shadows of the Maraketh, the unwanted and the forgotten. Some time ago, a foreign woman came to us and offered us the power to take back what was ours. We took her deal. We had no idea what it would cost us. When she finally brought us the Beast, it was not the glorious power we'd been promised. It was horrifying. Those of us who did not want to make war, those of us who were afraid of the Beast, Jaman-Ra sealed us in the mine when his dreadnought was complete. This madness must end. Some may call me a traitor, but I do not seek the destruction of my brethren. I seek their salvation.
I was asleep during the era of Jaman-Ra. I cannot attest to the truth of Risu's tale, though I cannot say it is outside the realm of possibility. The Maraketh have strict traditions, erring on the side of brutal.
Jaman-Ra? That's a tale I rarely tell. Every few generations, the Faridun stir up trouble. Jaman-Ra was their most successful attempt at causing problems. A very long time ago, he spread dangerous ideas among the outcasts and spoke to the Maraketh as if they were equals. His offenses were so great, the Sekhmers joined together to approach and rebuke him. The tale says that he was so in awe of the glory of our leaders, he ended his own life and chose to fall forgotten in the sands. It is a strange conclusion to his tale, I must admit. But this is what is told. If he has been somehow reanimated through corruption, he will have only one goal: harming us.
I mean, considering everything that gets corrupted in this world wants to harm literally everything else, I think that's a safe bet.
If her information proves to be truthful, then she will live. If she is a deceiver sent to misdirect us, she will be left to die in the open desert once again.
The sight of that thing chilled my soul. Those of us who objected to its presence were forced to work, mining and finishing the dreadnought. By the time we were done, madness was already rife, and we were sealed in the mine to die for supposedly betraying our people. This Oriana, the one you called a countess, Jaman-Ra has declared her our queen. She first came to us from the south and seemed sympathetic to our cause. She promised us power, the power to take back our lives. She left for Azomite lands, vowing to return with something that would resurrect our greatest hero, Jaman-Ra. With that hope dangled before us, the Faridun united for the first time since his death. We prepared, as she asked. We took the quarry. We began working on the dreadnought. I am ashamed to admit that I was a devout believer in the cause, until the day she kept her promise. She did return. She did bring the power to resurrect Jaman-Ra. She brought the Beast. I must pursue what I feel to be right. Asala might yet decide to have me put to death, or abandon me to the doom of the desert. I know these risks, but I had to try anyway. If you had seen the darkness rising in the hearts of my brothers and sisters, you would understand. I am not betraying them. I'm trying to save them from themselves. The Marraketh have no idea how great we number. We are larger than any one Akara by far, and my brothers and sisters hold a great bitterness, even before corruption came among us. Everything we do, from our garb to our food, is made opposite to the Marraketh out of spite. I still feel some of that anger when I see them here, standing proud and colorful. Asala promises them a return to their glory days. But do they not have such glory now? I cannot say I view the Marraketh favorably, but there is no other power to which I can turn. Jaman Ra is going mad, and I know that the Marraketh will unite their scattered Akaras to confront him if the need is great enough. I believe that it is. What is that being? Does it travel with you? I would tell you not to trust a mysterious stranger in black, but that would make my own situation rather difficult. This corruption that plagues the land, I cannot bring myself to fully believe it's the reason for my people's sickening turn. I know that when the beast first came to us, when Jaman Ra was raised from death, he quickly became covetous and prone to fits of rage. Soon that fervor gleamed in the eyes of those around him. You say it's his corruption, but I have not seen anything in my brothers and sisters that was not already there. Corruption may exist, yes, but it does not fully control. It only excuses. The Faridun are warring against the Marraketh because they desire to do so. They have always wanted this conflict. They want to make those who abandoned us suffer. You need not trust me. You will see the truth of my information soon enough. I ask nothing of you, only that you do what you know is right.
Let's travel to a new area, seeing as we can't get that. It's a dark area, huh? Oof, feels bad, man. They might as well be skeletons. And they're pulling it with their skin instead of their arms, man. That is more than creepy. I mean, look, I could just kill you guys right now and you could join me. What do you think? No? Alright.
Why have we stopped?
Magic?
The Halani gates are closed, and the Faridun hold them in defense of the beast. We will have to find another way.
If you are traveling through Traitor's Passage, there is something I wish to ask of you. The traitor, Balbala. According to the tales, she is still sealed there, somewhere along the tunnel, as an undying djinn. She served her sentence long ago, but knowledge of the location was lost. It is long past time to release her. I will tell you her story if you wish, but I doubt it will mean much to a Jingat. Long ago, when Keth was the shining jewel of the Vastiri, and our trade routes were the envy of the known world, a weak-willed Sekima named Balbala betrayed her Akara for a promise of Welakath, a mythical elixir said to bestow great power. She led a band of foreign warriors through secret paths to the top of the Halani gates. Taken by surprise, the Akara was slain to the last woman. What was her reward? Not Welakath. The bandits put a spear through her gut in that very passage. A cautionary tale, yes. For her betrayal, the wise woman of that era enacted an ancient ritual, trapping Balbara's soul as a djinn for a sentence intended to be 1,000 years. Jingak, it has been far more than 1,000 years. By Zarka's reckoning, at least 2 or 3. The stain of Balbala's betrayal has been lifted from her legacy, yet the knowledge of her prison was lost long ago.
Okay.
Care.
Prisoner has served her sentence. He's free now. Fantastic. I think we can do that. You know, why not? Trader's Passage. Ooh, shiny. They backed right up to the gate for me. Waypoint.
Creepers
Perfect.
and crawlers in dark spaces. How wonderful.
How wonderful. You always got something great to say, witch. Uh-oh. Oh, I feel bad, man. These aren't even dangerous spiders in real life. They're so friendly. Oh, but I'm happy to kill them. They do look creepy. The long legs do look creepy. Definitely.
One day, they'll make a statue like this of me.
She's got high hopes, man. Just absolutely out there. It's a bat creature. Walks along the ground. Kill it. With bones instead of fire, because we don't do fire. Oh, speaking of fire, what are you? Checkpoint. Does this mean boss fight?
Someone wanted these doors to remain shut. I should open them. Well, if it isn't the traitor herself. Let's get this over with.
Now, Jingak, I prove myself. Kundek. Hey. Nakai.
Ma'am, if you would kindly not bite the hand that freed you, it'd be great, you know?
Visions of terror.
Where'd she go? Ma'am?
Sun's rise. Face me.
Sure do a lot of teleporting around. I don't like it. I'm just saying. Yeah, let's not stand in that. What'd you call me? Bruh. Here, hold that. Ow, ow, don't walk into that. Alright, stay out of the poison. Delay of game! Delay of game!
Keep waiting, then.
I clearly did something wrong. Whoops.
Let's get this over
Now,
with.
Jindak, I prove myself.
Putrefy.
Wounded. Nakai. Visions of Jara. Atun! Face me! Wounded! Face me! Mists of tsunami. Face me!
Infection!
Atun! Hey! Daria! Nasai! Hey! Atun! Nasai! Daria. Hey. Nakai. Atun.
I gotta find her to stop the poison.
You're not going anywhere.
It's me. It's me.
Yes. Okay.
A spirit in a coin. How fun.
How fun. Yeah. About that. Quest complete.
So, you released Balbara from her prison, and she fought well. Good. She may now earn her redemption, if the ancient places still hold power. Her barrier contains her soul. She will tell you what to do next. Blessings.
Ah, you released Balbala, the traitor? Then it is your duty to redeem her soul by allowing her to serve as a mentor djinn during your dance with the scorpion. In modern times, we give aspiring Dekaras a straightforward test. For this task, however, the old ways are required. You will have to face a much deadlier trial. Speak to Asala. The original trial is not far from here, and the caravan is duty-bound to carry you there.
Okay, so we have a side quest to go do so we can get some support.
The Balbalak has her life, for she was truthful. If she also wishes to be accepted here, that will be up to her.
Ascent to power. Oh, it's her ascendancy trial. Urgh. That's a good thing. I definitely want to do some of that. Okay, let's head over here now.
Traditions are meaningless drivel. But let's see what power is offered here.
The proving grounds for the Sisterhood is complete. Though it broke many bones and some backs, the triumph is ours to behold. Zerok has been the most helpful aid. He came to us at Tel Jari, but now he is something more.
If you say so. Bam. Let's do this thing. We have access to our stash. Apparently the Ark of the Covenant. Old runes.
I will serve.
We have met in battle, but not in peace. I am Balbala, once a traitor, long a sorrowed prisoner. As Jinn here, I shall serve as your guide. Together, we shall prove ourselves worthy. I have had a great many years to think on my foolish choices, and now all I want is to earn my right to rest. This place was built to determine honor, to prove oneself worthy as a Sekima. Tradition allowed for one Dekkara and one advisor. If I aid you here, and if you succeed, then my crimes will finally be forgiven. Then, and only then, may I join those that have gone before. I hardly know the woman I was before. I remember betraying my Akara, but the reasons why now feel petty and small. If I could go back, if I could speak to the woman I was, I would tell her what a fool she was being. Would she listen? Probably not. The mistakes we make are shaped from who we are. The tale women of many Akaras gathered on the day of my sentencing. Death was not punishment enough for my crime. They enacted the ritual, but my imprisonment as Jinn would not have been possible without my willful agreement. I accepted. I let it happen because I deserved it. I have no idea how long I was trapped there, but it was as close to eternity as I can possibly imagine. The role of advisor is strictly bound by tradition. I may offer you aid, but only in certain specific ways. Look to me in your times of doubt. What happened to the plains of Astiri? The land has changed so much since the time of my imprisonment. There were several desert regions slowly spreading, but it wasn't like this. The Halani gates where I committed my crimes were waterlocks for a river. Now there is nothing but sand and salt flats. How could they have allowed this to happen?
All right, everybody, and that is going to do it for us here today. Thank you so much for stopping out. I greatly appreciate you. Hopefully, you're enjoying the Path of Exile 2 content, because I'm sure there's a lot more to come. But before you go, make sure that you get down in that description, check you out all those media links, likes, follows, subs, all them fun things, and then take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, stay healthy out there, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.